find your lack of emotional control disturbing.
Hello YouTube, Gijara here, coming at you with a new review. Today we were lucky enough to pick up Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Darth Vader. Now my understanding is that this Darth Vader is from the Rogue One movie. I have no other Darth Vaders to compare him to, so I'm just going to have to take that information and run with it. However, it really does not matter because really it is a good figure. Let's start off by taking a look at the packaging. So we have our standard Star Wars Black Series box. You can see my reflection there in the clear plastic. But you could also see how he sits into the box. Got an interesting picture of our classic villain, Darth Vader, age restrictions 4+, warnings, and it is a Hasbro product. And going down the side, this is figure number 43, Darth Vader, C1367B3834 assortment. Come down, and really there's nothing left on that side of the box. Let's go to this side of the box, and we have Darth Vader, and over here we've got it upside down. Let's turn it over and let's see. We have where it is made in China, and we have all the trademark issues and all that, and barcode. And across the top you have just a black top, nothing on the top. Coming down the back you have Star Wars The Black Series, figure number 43, all those numbers again, and here we have his bio. You can pause here and take a look now. I'm going to scroll down, and it is in multiple languages. Another good image of Darth Vader. And we have here website and all of those information there. It is from a Disney movie produced by Hasbro. We've got all of that, warnings in other languages, and you know what? I've spent too much time on the box. Let's go on. So we are going to come in close here to Darth Vader. This has got to be, in my opinion, history's most diabolical villain. Everybody loves him. Everybody knows him. Even non-nerds and geeks know who Darth Vader is because he is the king of all villains. Let's take a look at the head sculpt here. It is a very, very good head sculpt. I am very impressed. I am quite happy to have this figure in any case, but just it is a nice figure. Yes, it is. It's got his shoulder armor nicely detailed with 2 shades of black. His chest control panel. His electronics on his belt buckle. You can see the texture of his costume there. His shiny black boots. Come up the back, his cape is a soft good cape. I love that. Yes, it is a very, very, very awesome figure. I am very excited to have him in my collection. And of course with this collection we also come with the only accessory that Darth Vader has ever needed. He comes with his lightsaber. And yes, it is a very, very nice sculpting of his lightsaber. Zoom in on the details. There we go. I mean, that is a nice representation of his lightsaber, complete with the belt hook. Nice red transparent plastic for the blade. And of course, the blade is removable from the hilt. If I have any issues at all with this figure, it is with the storage of the blade, of the hilt, the storage of the hilt. He does include a hook right here on his belt with a loop, with a hanging piece on his hilt, and theoretically it's supposed to fit right in there, and he's got it on his belt for easy access. However, the poor thing doesn't want to stay. I mean, it's barely sitting there, and it just don't take a whole lot to lose it. It does not take a whole lot at all to knock that off. It is one of the most disappointing parts of this. It is, in my opinion, the only disappointing part of this. But it is a nice hilt. I do like it. Got even the control buttons on it. And yeah, that is a nice accessory. It is the only accessory that he needs. He's Darth Vader. What else does Darth Vader need? Now, of course, as is always the case with the lightsabers in these packages, there is a bit of warpage to the blade itself. I will have to find a way to straighten that out and make it look better. But that is an easy fix, so I'm not going to mark down for it. Take a look at that face. You can see his eyes are done in a smoky red look. And yeah, he is definitely a great figure. And I can hardly wait to add to it with the other figures that he is most canonical for being up against. I mean, it just, to me, I can't say enough. I am just so excited to have this figure. We need to get down to comparison shots. So our first comparison will be with the aforeseen Kylo Ren. And I think I just lost his lightsaber hilt down on the floor. I'm going to have to pick that up in a moment. Oh, there it is. And I just shook the table doing that. But yes, here we have Darth Vader next to his grandson, Kylo Ren. And there is just a slight height difference. Now, I've always thought that Darth Vader was a bit taller than that. But maybe I'm just thinking of Kylo Ren as being shorter than him. I could be wrong. But it is a nice scaled figure to it. I also have, from the Force Awakens, Finn 2187. Okay, that's a better look. That is more in size with what Darth Vader should be. He should be towering almost a head above everybody, and I think that does a very good job of it. So that will be it for my comparisons. Now we want to take a look at the articulation. So I want to raise up so that we can get a good workspace to take a look at this. Darth Vader comes on a ball joint hinged neck. He could do a 360, but his helmet kind of limits the way it works. But yeah, you can do it. He also has a pivot on his neck, so he can get some downward look, but again, his helmet kind of limits that. His shoulders can do a full 360. They can also stretch out that far. His elbows can do 90, just a hair above 90 degrees. They are also on a swivel, so they can swing in and out. His wrists are on a swivel. You can spin them full 360. They are also on an inward and outward joint, so he can swing his hands in and out. His waist is on a swivel. is on a ball joint actually, so he can do ab crunch, can reach up, he can spin around. His legs are on a ball joint. They can kick out that far, they can go back that far, and they can do almost a full splits. Not that I can imagine Darth Vader doing splits, but hey, it's there if you want to use it. He also has thigh swivel. It is a bit tight. The thigh swivel is a bit tight, but it is there. He has double knee joints, and those two are also pretty tight on both legs, but he does get good articulation there. Can almost kick himself in the butt. He's got no swivel at his lower calves or at his ankle. However, his ankle does have up that far, down that far, and they are on a rocker, so they can pivot in and out. Yes, that is Darth Vader. And I have already tested this. He does get into some nice battle modes with his lightsaber, but I think most impressive is the hand. His left hand is actually in a point. You can see that. Let's see if we could get that shown there. See, he's got almost a pointed finger, which is very good for things like force chokes, mind manipulations, things like that, which he is well known for. Now, this is from the Black Series. Now, I know that the 40th anniversary also had, from what I understand, it was this version. That is what I think it was. I cannot be certain. I was able to find this at Walmart. However, you can also check out StarWars.Hasbro.com. I will put a link in the descriptions. You can check out Big Bad Toy Store. They may have some in stock. You could check out Walmart.com and see if they could do a ship to store for you. If there's anything else I'm missing, and I'm not certain that that's possible. The second cape, I did neglect to mention, he does have his second inner cape here, and it pretty much drapes over his shoulders. I do not know if it is removable. His belt kind of, I do not see any clips in there to make the belt come off. However, it does, nope, the belt does not come off, so his inner cape does not come off, but it is draped very nicely through it. Coming down the side, I did, now that I mentioned that, yes, it is a very nice sculpt. The cape, it's missing the silver chain. I'm sorry that they did not seem diligent to put that in, but it is a small hoop in the cape to sit there and fold over the neck ball joint. The helmet holds it in place very well, so it is a nice touch. I happen to like this figure. I love this figure. I've always been a Darth Vader fan, so it is just exciting to me to finally have him in my collection. It will be so cool to finally get him set up in a diorama that I would be thrilled to show off. But that requires that I make something, and that's going to take a lot of time. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out what I can say to make you understand that this is a figure worth getting. It is just, like I said, the only downfall was the hook on his belt. It's just, it does not hold the hilt of his lightsaber very well, and in my mind, I think that could have been better. But it is still an awesome figure. It is an awesome character. It is a awesome representation of that character. I love it. It is just awesome. I love it. I cannot say it enough. So this is Gijara. I will put links down to those websites down in the description. I will also have a link to my Google Plus account so you can follow me there. Be sure to hit subscribe. Be sure to hit like. Let's get me some more subscribers on my channel. I do think that this Darth Vader is definitely a 4 thumbs up. I'm sorry, I only have 2 thumbs, but it's definitely a 4 thumb figure. He's great, and you gotta have him. This is Gajara. This is Darth Vader 6-inch series. You all have a good day. Run out. Go get him. You need him.